welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Oh, yeah. Hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Wednesday. Today's a big day. Today is Virginia's son's birthday, Rocco.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
He's ready to throw down.
What's on the agenda?
Tonight, we take it to the melting pot. You know, he likes to be interactive, and the kids can cook their own food. I don't know if you ever go there, but like they give you like a pot, and you can put like fondue in it. You can put like a bouillon in it.
I haven't been there in a long time, but my question, did they add options?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's new things you can get at Melting Pot?
Yes, they have added things to their menu. It still looks straight up like 1985 in there,
That I love.
which I love.
Yeah.
But they have added lots of other choices and menu items and fun stuff, and the kids love it. It's so interactive.
It's cool. I love it. I mean, it's good. It's not something we do often, but every time I go, I'm like, I had a great time. It was solid. It was good. It's kind of fun to do your own little thing.
It's family fun.
Well,
Yeah.
there's only two people in the world, two kinds of people in the world. Your cheese or your chocolate.
I get them both.
No,
so
but you're one or the other.
you start with the cheese.
No, you only get one or the other.
No, that's not how the melting pot works, bro.
There's two kinds of people in the world. Cheese or chocolate. I get that we love both of them.
If I had only one to
Yeah.
pick, I go cheese.
Me too.
I'm a cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Cheese with the pretzel bites. They give you soft pretzel bites now.
That's new.
And you can tell them, you know, keep those bug-ass carrots and like broccoli. I want the pretzel bites.
Okay.
So good.
Someone's
Warm
feeling better.
cheese. Dunk it yourself.
Someone's feeling better.
You can come with us if you want.
Appetite's coming.
Getting there.
Getting there. Because this is turning me on.
The bird's back.
Getting
there.
I wouldn't say back.
Not 100%.
Yes.
But you're getting there.
Getting there.
He's 60%.
Okay.
There you go.
That's a lot better than we have been.
Yeah.
I got an email here from Mimi, and she said, did I just see Rocco at the airport Dunkin' wearing a bruh, I'm 9 shirt?
Yes, that's him.
Bruh, I'm 9.
He is wearing a shirt his Aunt Maggie got him, my sister, and it says, bruh, I'm 9. And he's very proud of it. And he does run on Dunkin'.
He does. That's
That
good.
is no lie. That kid loves Dunkin' Donuts.
He does.
He does.
I've seen it happen.
He lives the life.
Yes, he does live the life. Well, happy birthday, bud. That's awesome. So a lot of comments that had come in. Jbird told us a lot yesterday on the After the Show just about when he was really ill, the visions that he was having and what was happening in his house, maybe for the first time ever scared by the ghosts that he believes are there. One of them looking like the wrestler, the Undertaker, coming straight for him, even strangling him in his dreams.
But without a face. It really was taller, bigger than the Undertaker with no face. I get some people think I'm full of shit. I understand that. But I'm telling you what happened.
Yesterday, you were describing and you really got into it, and there was a little bit of confusion because I think at one point you'd said the Undertator.
Which doesn't sound like a bad potato dish.
It doesn't.
The Undertator.
Sometimes when I tell a story, my head gets real quick, and I.
It was just racing, and you put two loves together, wrestling and potatoes. There's not an Undertator, but if there was, he might look like that.
That's awesome.
That if you're watching on YouTube right now, that could be one of the looks for the Undertator, or he could go more of a potato body. You could have the Undertator looking like that.
That's amazing.
I like the potato body Undertator.
Yeah, or if you just want to go complete potato in the Undertaker's clothes,
That is amazing.
that could be the Undertator as well.
Wow.
So thank you to engineer Keith for putting all those together.
Happy accident, kid.
We got a creative audience.
Who said AI is so bad, right?
I think I did.
It'll replace your job in 6 months, but yeah, it's not so bad.
Yeah, okay. Ashley's thoughts on The Undertaker. She said, I just finished, and I wanted to point out that Jbird's dream really just sounds like a sleep paralysis demon situation. Well, that's good. That's nice. That's all it is. That guy's not something serious. Occurrences like this have been reported for centuries where people experience the sleep paralysis, and in some cases, it's accompanied by a dark, shadowy figure that can sometimes feel like it's holding you down or even strangling you.
Oh, my.
It's terrifying because you can't discern if you're really actually asleep or awake. I'm sure Vicky may have some thoughts on this, but my husband will experience the same type of thing. He swears he is lucid and awake, but will be unable to move or make a sound other than a groan. And as of lately, large shadowy figures will appear in front of him or in the closet in our room. He's had a history of sleep paralysis, but the creepy shadow figure is new. I will note he is currently in recovery and 30-plus days sober. The sleep paralysis and demon thing started to ramp up once he quit drinking. So it kind of reminds me of Bird's situation between the fever and likely not have much of or any THC or alcohol in his system. His mind was really free to wander and resulted in that strange lucid dream.
Wow.
Well, the only problem, I've had what she's talking about. This was slightly different. I was legit awake when I had first seen said Undertaker. Now, again, this is when I had 103 temperature. It was a figure walking into my kitchen. He turned. I could notice that it was the Undertaker-looking dude and sprinted as quick as he could right at me and then disappeared. I was awake for that. I had then fallen asleep later on in the night where that same dude was in my dream at that point, holding me down and choking me, and I was trying to get out of my dream, and I could not. I was fighting as if one was drowning, and I finally ripped myself out of the dream. More like a Freddy Krueger situation. But I have experienced what she is saying when I was 14 years old with a murderer in my kitchen with my mom in the room. We were watching Saturday Night Live together, and I had fallen asleep. And as I was falling asleep, I was still in the same room with my mom, and this serial killer or this murderer who is in the news. I don't know if you guys know the Polly Klaas case.
I've heard
Only
the
from
name.
you.
Yeah.
You bring it up
You.
a lot.
Well, because the murderer was absolutely horrifying.
And it was local.
No, that was not local.
Oh, it wasn't local?
But that case,
He knew them all.
that case changed laws for many reasons.
You've brought them all up to us.
But it was in the room, and this is what she's talking about. In the room, he is walking slowly towards my mom, and she can't see him. And I'm on my couch trying to get my mom's attention, and he brings out a knife, and I'm trying to scream, and and you can't tell if it's real or fake, and you're in this middle of this weird thing, and then you finally wake up. It's pretty crazy, but that doesn't happen. This was slightly different.
This happens to you a lot, though. Different variations of being murdered / eaten by a dragon.
Yeah, I look. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm fucked in the head.
Yeah,
I'm not.
right.
I don't believe me.
It's taken a lifetime to get to this point.
No one's got to remind me of
Yeah.
that.
You work for it.
I know what I am.
We own the head part.
Yeah.
We're just looking for help.
And Karen said, I was listening to Jbird describe the Undertaker in his house, and I'm thinking he may have something I have also called hypnagogic hallucinations.
Oh.
They usually happen when your mind is transitioning from awake to sleep, but when you're sick, your brain is in a gray area, and the hallucinations are always way worse. The Cleveland Clinic says that they may also involve images of animals, people, or faces, and sensing the presence of another person in the room. They're also more common in people who suffer from anxiety.
Huh.
They're also usually associated with sleep paralysis, and I'm wondering if Jbird has ever had that. We've discussed. A lot of people will claim that they have, but I don't think they really do. It is intense and it is terrifying. My mind will wake up, but my body is still asleep and still under the control of my autonomic nervous system.
Oh, my.
Which means I can't move. I can't even control my own breath. I can't feel my body breathing for me like a ventilator. I can't hear people and activity in the room around me, but I can't make a sound to get help. That's the reason it's associated with hypnagogia. Your mind is stuck between the phases of being fully awake and fully asleep, and that does sound horrifying.
Awful.
Oh, my gosh.
Eesh.
Wow. That's terrible.
Hypnagogia.
Whoa.
How do you even spell
Oh
that?
my gosh! I mean, I don't think you even bother.
Yeah. Carlos said that, like Jbird, I've had my encounters with ghosts, spirits, and black shadow demons. I grew up in a family that did rituals, black magic, and broods. So growing up, I saw a lot of things. I heard a lot of things, and it got to the point where I started to ignore it. And it's been a while since I've heard or seen anything, but I did notice something when I was sick, specifically when I had a fever. It's when I experienced the worst of it, seeing demons crawling in the doors or in the ground trying to get me. So I would do my best to keep from getting sick. So I think it's probably the same thing when Jbird is sick. He might be at his most vulnerable. Well, I won't drag it out anymore, but I just want to let you know that's it. And it sounds similar to his Undertator story. And it sounds like people that want to see spirits and really open themselves up, you're more likely to do that.
Yes.
I'm where he is now. I've been, okay, if they're around, I don't want to know about it.
Looking back now, I think I had a really bad fever, and I had a flu. I was sick, man. I really was, and I think just I was not in my best state. I feel so much better today. I'm sleeping and everything's good. I'm okay. I'm all right.
Who are you trying to convince? We don't believe your ass.
And
Nobody listening believes your ass.
They all think I'm fucking nuts.
Kevin likes
pretty
to
universal,
ascribe. Kevin likes to ascribe a percentage. So how much of him is normal? How much of him is nuts? I would say like 70% nuts.
But you know what? I'm a better fucking neighbor than you are.
oh, yeah.
I'm a great fucking neighbor. My neighbor
Yeah.
is the asshole.
Uh-huh. You're not the crazy one.
I don't make people move a whole crew because I want to park in my driveway.
Yeah, I'm the only one with the head noises.
She's a psycho. So are you. Take her side.
I'm not.
Take her fucking side. I don't want you on my side. You're done.
Now, I don't know if Greg is Scratch Addict in the chat room or not, but they've got the same thought that Vlad outliving his best life, your haunted doll, didn't have these kind of problems, that maybe he actually was protecting you and was kind of a gatekeeper, and now that he's gone having his Rumspringa, that there's nobody there to be the gatekeeper and keep some of these demons at bay, and they're now getting out.
Vlad and I kind of understood each other as a weird, and he realized that.
Vlad came in and was like, you know what? This guy needs some help. Let me handle this.
Wow.
I got you, bro.
And so he was gatekeeping all
Yeah.
the bad stuff.
That's a great email.
Yeah.
It's a very smart email.
That's good. No, that is. I didn't even think of that perspective. You know what, Vlad? Come back home. Okay,
I don't know if he wants to.
God.
You're too much work.
look.
He's on vacation. That bitch is living his best
I think
life.
I gotta pay that fucking ransom.
I think if you asked him back, he wouldn't come.
Yeah, you would. Because I would just grab the doll and put him in my house and everything would be okay. But I think I gotta pay for him. I think I gotta pay for Vlad.
Yeah, I think they're waiting on the Duffy's gift card that Duffy's had said they would give them. So we'll have to contact Duffy's and try to arrange that. But
Is $97.90 whatever it was cents enough?
they seem like they were content with that, yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, let's talk. So Vlad's gonna cost me $200.
No, you don't pay.
Oh, I pay.
Yeah, again.
I'm stumped.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Duffy's is going to donate it. They said.
I was facing Undertaker this week. Okay, just give me a break.
Like, oh, here we go with this explanation again, Virginia.
I was faced with the faceless Undertaker.
I fought the Undertaker this week.
Yeah, you've gone through a lot. I get it. If Vlad does not come back, though, Nick said he's found a possible replacement. It's called Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh my God.
Or Little Miss No Name, sorry. Little Miss No Name is this. I don't know if it's an orphan doll or what her deal is, but he's like, look at the sadness in those red eyes.
They are sad.
It's an actual doll that they would give to kids back in the 1960s.
What the
Tell me this doll
hell?
does not look possessed. My goodness.
There are so many creepy dolls that people drop off at my door randomly.
And on the back it says, please take me home. And it says, sighs, Little Miss No Name. What I'm missing, I have no fancy clothes. But with a tear I'll let you know that I need your love for me to grow. I'm Little Miss No Name.
She ain't scared. She's just kind of annoying.
She was $3.99 back in the 60s.
Dang, that's a deal.
Mm-hmm.
You will not find any kind of toy for a kid of any consequence for $3.99.
Toys are quite expensive. I mean, look at everything. But even before everything was expensive, toys were getting out of control expensive, man.
If you're going to buy a toy for a kid to go bring to a birthday party, you're dropping $30. That is the minimum you can get away with to have a halfway decent toy.
And it's so funny when I go to these vintage toy conventions, motherfuckers act like they got some big dick toy energy. I've seen an overall change in attitude, how some of these vendors, they act, they're kind of, almost kind of like gangsters.
Because it's supply and demand.
Yeah,
and the market has now made it a thing to get these vintage toys, and they know that I know that what I got's worth something.
There's some really pricky people in the toy vintage game.
We'd had this conversation one time. I noticed this back in softball. There is a guy that kind of runs area softball. And actually, it's so funny. I saw him on the news just a couple months ago. And he's like the umpire, runs all the leagues, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, there's no way this guy is anything in real life. But when he steps around a softball community, he is the biggest dick dude in town. He's got big dick energy.
Totally.
And he is the shit. He runs it all. But I was just observing him for years. I was like, there is no way on just any regular street he's anything at all. And I think then we were talking about all these odd little circles. I was talking about, and I've seen it throughout my life. Yesterday I was running down all the odd things I've been into, from doggy flyball to odd groups, and there's always that person that they're nothing in life. They may make shit money and nothing else, but they have become king shit of whatever the group is. It could be a dance mom, it could be a collector guy.
Yeah.
They step into that circle. I'm sure they're at Renfest.
Oh, without a doubt.
There's the person that is the king shit of Renfest Mountain.
Well, even in a men's youth league.
Right.
There is, I remember there was one guy and there was men's softball, and everyone's like, "Oh, don't fuck with Joey, man." Joey.
They carry no clout anywhere at all in life until they get into that circle. And
Joey
then-
got a big bat.
And they love that circle.
Oh, Joey just had, talking about hot dog neck, and just took out his horrible marriage out on the softball.
And Emily from Jupiter said, I just wanted to write in about Jason staring at woods and thinking that there are bodies in there. I do the same thing while driving.
Oh.
But I even try to look really hard to see if there's anyone swinging from the trees.
Oh.
What's the name of this podcast?
Is she single?
Jason is fucked in the head.
And so are our listeners.
I mean, that sounds like a girl you need to be friends with.
Definitely attract.
She is definitely a little twisted, as you are.
I definitely attract one of our weirder sides of our audience that I absolutely love.
They all relate to you.
I know, I love it.
You are their leader.
And earlier we played the clip of Donald Trump in Doral yesterday. He was throwing out the challenge. He just, oh my gosh, he's such, Donald Trump, what an entertainer, man. He's built for wrestling, and he's turned politics into just that. He threw out a challenge to President Biden after their last debate to debate again, and because of the golf conversation they had, he said, if you can actually beat me in golf and I'll spot you 20 strokes, I'll give $1 million to the charity of your choice. Take on the challenge. I was just like, good Lord, what that would do if Biden actually accepted that challenge and played in Doral, if they televised that match.
It'd be amazing.
It would be unbelievable if you could set it all aside. And if you all were so flippant about politics as I was, it would be thoroughly enjoyable.
But don't you think if they did that, no one could give anybody any strokes? You'd have to go straight head
Trump
to head.
said it. No, that makes it even better because it puts more pressure on.
Okay.
It puts more pressure on.
I can see your point.
Realistically, I've broken it down. I've taken a look. I'm like, all right, I think on a straight up, he'd have him, but it would make it enough that it could be pressure and it'd be fun.
If
it would be pressure, it'd be fun, and it'd be fun to bet on the Hard Rock gambling
crap,
app.
man.
That
Yeah.
gambling app would blow up
It'd
with
be
the
unreal.
Trump-Biden golf match.
if there was a deal, kind of like a speed situation where someone said, Kevin Ralston, if you don't get if 90 strokes or 90 strokes or less, if you don't get that, Jbird and Virginia curtains they die. Do we live or do you get under 90?
You're fucked.
We are.
Massively.
If you had to play it right
Yeah.
now, how fucked are we?
All right,
fucked.
so let's not do that.
Dead by hole 3.
There's no shot. You scored under
No
90.
shot. It's just what hole do we kill you on? You're dying. That would be the bet. Be like, okay, if you get 100 strokes, on what hole do we kill you?
There's no Rudy or a Hoosier situation where you could get 90?
Not a chance.
Oh my gosh, we are dead.
I saw you get almost a hole in one time.
Yeah, I shoot, half to maybe 65% of my shots are pretty good.
There's a chance.
That's the thing about golf.
There's a chance we're not dead.
It takes one shot. I mean, look at these professional golfers. They have one bad shot in their whole round.
You wear red and you go, I can't let my fucking friends die. I got to get a 90.
At least your blood would blend in with my shirt.
Yeah, red, like the color of our blood that's going to spill all over the green.
Yeah, you're screwed.
100? Still fucked?
100s? Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, because look, when I was playing my best golf, I was playing bogey golf. So that would mean that I'd be 18 over if I was playing legit. When I was at my best.
And that would mean what?
I don't know what par is on that. So probably 72. So you're probably looking at 90. So when I was at my best.
And we live, baby.
At my best. When I was playing every single day in high school and I was on it.
But that was before he was, older with the bronc.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff now.
Fucking guy's a shell of a man.
I go out today, yeah.
He wasn't married. He had no kids, no stress.
But at my best, I would look at possibly, I'd be like, okay, I'd feel like I got you. It would be a bad day, I'd go over 100 then. But yeah, now, no.
Okay, but what a Cinderella story.
It'd be fun.
It would be fun, yeah. It'd be fun, yeah. We can throw that in too. I mean, we could be the lead up. We kill you guys and then they start playing in the main event.
It would be fun till we die.
I mean, why not? This is all hype. None of this is happening anyway. So let's keep throwing out the scenarios. Daniel said, yeah, I would pay to see them play. I think it'd be amazing. And to make it more sweet, at the end, Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out and stuns them both. And then up rises new candidates. Could you imagine?
From the bunker.
And then America goes, oh my God, I didn't see it happen. I can't believe it.
And the reason why
we actually got new candidates.
The Stone Cold intro is so great because it starts off with this big, loud shattering of glass.
You wouldn't know what's happening. You would think it'd be like, oh yeah, because I mean, realistically, I think Trump's gonna, win. And you'd be like, oh my God, no, he took Trump out too. I can't believe it. They're both down. Oh, just the twists and turns that you could have. Oh my! I mean, if we're gonna go all the way, let's go all the way with it.
And Stone Cold's an older wrestler now, so that works. We can't have a Roman Reigns walk out there.
We don't want the new blood. No, we want the old. You gotta get Hogan out there too. Hogan's got to be part of it.
Would be perfect, brother.
Brother. Yeah.
Hogan don't move so hot.
Get the Tater out there.
The Undertator.
The Undertator. Let the Tater do all the work.
I'm a little shocked how much feedback we got back from the Undertator.
The Undertator, yeah.
Look, it's a great name. It's a great sandwich or wrestler.
Gosh, this would be great. And it'd all be in South Florida, man. This would be so amazing. No one would be sober.
No.
Gosh,
Because we shouldn't be.
We're not sober anyway.
This is
you'd make golf exciting. You'd make politics exciting. Can you imagine all these things that normally suck? You'd be like, "Going, this is kind of fun."
There's reason to drink.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting into this.
Party.
Gosh, sounds good.
And whoever wins the KVJ golf cart can lead the drive. We can take the KVJ golf cart to the Trump-Biden match.
Look at that plug. Look how natural that came in there with the golf talk. I mean, talk about a fucking pro.
Yeah.
Stop mocking me, Undertator.
Yep. Got this from our buddy Grant. He said, I saw this floating around the Engage West Palm Beach page. Have you seen anything about this locally? Now, this is kind of crazy. Somebody's trying to get the notification of all of our local news in Palm Beach County. Kava Sutra Kava Bar says Mayor Keith James was taken to the hospital a few nights ago after he was found crawling around the street on all fours screaming.
What?
West Palm Beach Police and Fire Rescue responded, and there he was, wasted and crawling. There's definitely nothing on the news about this today, and this news would travel fast. I don't see that happening with this guy. I mean, I've had 2 interactions ever with the West Palm Beach mayor, one here in studio and one at a benefit, and he seems very nice and polite, but he seems very buttoned up. I saw Al Pefley trying to shake him down.
And this is all alleged.
Oh, of course. I mean, this is just, that's something, it's on some chat thing that somebody's trying to get going. So I think he's just asking if I'd heard anything. And no, that would be a bombshell of a story. And I couldn't even imagine trying to keep a lid on that. Though I have seen his PR director, and she is really good, and she is all over his stuff. So, but yeah, I would say there's probably about as much chance of that being true as there is going to be a Biden-Trump golf outing at Doral. So I'd say that.
He always has a team with him. They would not let him be alone and hammered crawling around the streets of where?
West Palm Beach, like outside the, I don't see any kind of validity in that at all.
I mean, if you have video or pictures, show it. But
I've met some politicians, and you're like going, okay, that person's, no. You look in the eyes of Mayor Keith James, and dude's like a Harvard grad, and he's just there to, pretty strict.
He don't look like a party dog to me.
I don't want to brag, but I shook the hands of many mayors of Lake Park.
That's just, yeah.
Lake Park?
Yeah, Lake Park, Florida.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of Lake
No
Park.
one brags about that.
Well, that's why I said it. It was supposed to be a joke. Hey, look, it didn't land. Fuck it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that, but that's probably just random fodder. There's obviously a lot of detractors of any politician. It's probably just somebody trying to get something to stick.
Somebody that doesn't like him has made this up.
Yes.
Gotcha.
That would be my guess on that. We'd heard this before, Melissa, just again, since we were talking about the automatic tipping things. She had been at a Chipotle-style restaurant with her man, and they did the whole thing where they flipped it around. They said, hey, by the way, if you really want to tip us, don't hit the screen. Drop a little cash in this little tin right next to you, because we don't get that money that you hit on that screen, and we have heard that before. And so the question is, where does that go? Does that go to the restaurant? Does it go to the company that has the cards, reader? I don't know if we got a concise answer on that.
Also, I wonder what time her and her man's diarrhea kicked in from Chipotle.
It said Chipotle style.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it may not have just been Chipotle.
So they had kind of diarrhea-style poos, not full-on Chipotle diarrhea, just like a little loose stool action.
I know Ralston likes Chipotle. I don't want to.
I do, yeah.
I don't want to start anything.
He also has a runny ass. We found that out today on the show.
I do. I got cotton balls in my rectum.
Kevin Cottontail.
At least it's not hamsters.
It's true.
Whacked out news callback.
That's right. Yeah. Mr. Pancake.
Mr. Pancake, yes.
Gotta go look up those pancakes in Columbus. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Former intern Christina said, I was wondering why you wouldn't use Yuka's recommendation to replace your emergency with something that doesn't get flagged instead of going back to emergency when I heard you talking about it. Yeah, the reason why was their recommendations, a lot of it was tea. It wasn't really even that there was something else. And then also people, too, said that they may have a vested interest in what you get. And so I had just honestly taken my eye off the ball when it came to vitamin C, and it wasn't a vitamin I was putting in my body. And then all of a sudden when I got it, I just went back to what I knew real quick. I have had somebody that sent me a more organic, and that will be my next option. As soon as I polish off the Emergen-C, I will not be so negligent to not have vitamin C always coursing through my veins at high doses in the future again.
So organic just means expensive as shit, right?
A lot of times, but yeah, you're taking stuff out because she breaks it down. She says, look, it wasn't the sugar that flagged it. It was the fact that it has got some hazardous additives in it, like on the screenshots, like silicon dioxide, an anti-caking agent, and sodium aspartate, a flavor enhancer, hazardous, list on both. Glycines, artificial flavoring, things like that. So, yeah, I hear you. No, you're right. I know I'm going to move to something else as soon as I do that. So I appreciate that heads
Eat some oranges, you know, like grab some of those cuties. I grabbed a bunch of those the other day, and they're so easy to peel.
Yeah.
Kumquats.
They are.
Kumquats real good.
Kumquats good. Come and go, not nice.
Another callback.
Oh, look at that. Very good.
Two can make no sense.
Yeah, if you only listen to the podcast, like what the fuck they talking about again?
And then she said, yes, did I hear that KV and Jay are all coming to San Diego? Yeah, because she is out in L.A., and I think she'll be there at the boot camp. Yes, I'm going to be there. I don't know about what's everybody else's status on that, and that'll be the week of, it's like August 8th, so about a month from now.
Yes, I fly out on August 7th.
Okay.
So I'm out there. My sister's going.
Yep.
I'm going to make it a fun trip with no kids. I'm excited to have like some mommy by herself time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get that a lot, so mommy's excited.
I'm still going, I think, right?
Never mind, I got kids.
Okay.
What?
You said you were going.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's
right.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
She's on fire. I
She
can't
is.
look. I mean,
She's sharp today.
she's really.
Just when I thought I didn't have to bring a kid.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. Fucking love this bird.
I'm just worried about you. Are you okay? Are you up
No,
for travel?
I don't know. We gotta.
We didn't buy your ticket yet, and I think we just gotta. Are you up for travel? That's all.
It's a month away. I'm hoping I recover by then.
All right.
If not, I got the Ebola.
I mean, yeah.
I'm fucked. I got malaria, or I'm afraid to say a disease. I don't want to offend anybody.
Hey, I've got that.
Yeah, I know, and I can't.
And another Christina had said, I was so surprised to hear that Meryl Streep was going to do the Devil Wears Prada sequel. I thought she famously did not participate in sequels, because in Mamma Mia 2, she is only featured extremely brief. And when that happened, I remember the reasoning was that she doesn't do sequels. I can't wait to see what happens.
So I think that this is a mistake. I really did like Devil Wears Prada. I just think part 2 is not necessary. And I don't know, man. It's been quite a while.
I would like to see what they're up to, though. You don't care what they're up to?
Again, I would go in a different direction. They wouldn't like if I was in charge of that project, they wouldn't like how I tell that story.
I like bringing back the old dogs and seeing them 10 years, 15 years older, and then finding out what they're up to. I don't know. I'm just fascinated by that.
Yeah, I think it would do well. But yeah, I haven't heard the ins and outs of that one.
I bet I know what they're going to do.
It's not as good without Miranda Priestley. I'm sorry. If she don't come back, I've lost 30% interest.
I bet I know what they do. They're going to make, what's the, not Meryl Streep. I can't think of her name.
Anne Hathaway?
They're going to make Anne Hathaway. She's going to be in charge of this big firm, and she's going to start losing her way, much like a Meryl Streep did. And she's going to become the villain. And then a quarter way through, she learns the lesson, and all is good.
I would watch that. But does Miranda Priestley come back and give her the lesson?
Is that Meryl Streep?
Yeah.
I think they right off the beginning of the movie, they go like they're gonna meet each other for lunch, and she sees her, and as Meryl Streep's crossing the road, she gets hit
by a bus.
Wow.
It opens up with the whole, yeah.
Damn.
She winds up in hell, and the devil really is in Prada.
So it changed into a completely different.
She's in hell, but she's dressed in
Oh my
Prada.
God.
And all of a sudden,
The devil does wear Prada.
It's a devil movie.
Yeah.
All right, I didn't see that one coming.
That would be a twist, right?
You are a twisty one,
No,
aren't you?
Yeah, that's good. M. Night Shyamalan, Ding Dong.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
I know some people are so mad at these ideas.
They got a twist, but they're all screwed. They don't make any sense.
Like what?
Like, why would you do that? That's just stupid.
What kind of fever dream crackhead came up with that plot?
Who's this character, the Undertator? This guy's a fucking wrestler and a potato? I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense.
This
but
movie makes no sense. Let's get our money back. This is terrible. Who
I feel like I'm
greenlit this
tripping.
thing? Oh my gosh. I had a quick anniversary shout out. Ed, 20-year shout out to my
Ed.
awesome wife, Natalie. We're celebrating 20 years. Been a great ride. Have 2 terrific kids, Sharda and Luke. Here's to 20 more.
Okay.
Good luck.
Woohoo!
All right, y'all have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.